Hey everybody, it's Akfamilyhome and welcome to the first installment of Things of Interest, the mini-series where I take a look at exactly that. So to begin this series, I'm going to take a look at something that is definitely of interest. This is a Game & Watch ball unit. This is actually not the original unit from 1980 because those things are crazy expensive. Instead, from the lower right corner, you can see here that this is actually the Club Nintendo replica of the Game & Watch ball unit that was released between 2009 and 2010. This is definitely a limited run kind of thing because, you know, in America, it was only available if you had spent 1,000 something coins on the Club Nintendo website. And in Japan, especially, it was actually exclusive to Platinum members in 2009. So this is actually the Japanese version. So this is basically a Platinum member gift. So you might be wondering how I actually got my hands on this. Well, recently a store in Hong Kong just started selling these brand new for a relatively cheap price. I don't know how they actually got a hold of these because for all I know, they could probably be sitting in the warehouse for 9 to 10 years. Until they just came out for, cheap. I have no idea, but I just hopped on the chance and I grabbed one of these things, brand new in box. It looks really clean. So unfortunately, since I've already unboxed this thing already, I cannot show you what I felt when I first unboxed it. Just kidding! I can just reverse time and let older me do the talking. So take it away, older me.
Thanks, newer me. Hey, what's up guys, older me here, and today we're going to take a look at a very special package that I just received today. So, this here, it says Club Nintendo, Platinum member 2009, and it's from Japan. So, this thing is potentially, 9 years old at this point, and the box is kind of scratched up. There's, the broken barcode, and then this tape over here. I don't know if it can focus on, but there's a yellow stain on where the tape used to be. So, I don't know what's inside. For all intents and purposes, this could be a scam. So, let's just open it right up. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's see what this is. Yeah, so I assume that because, the Game & Watch ball thingy is a Platinum member gift in Japan in Club Nintendo, whereas in North America, I think it's a regular gift that you can exchange with 1,000 something coins. So, there's this special little message here, which is cool. But I can't read Japanese. And here we go. I mean, I would have actually gotten this in 2009, but then again, I don't live in Japan, and, it doesn't ship to me, whatever, and I probably didn't have a Club Nintendo account back in 2009. So, let's just open this thing right up. Oh, man, this thing is clean. Look at that box. It's so beautiful. Oh, and by the way, I hope this thing has its own batteries installed in it, considering you have to pull off a tab here, because I don't think I have any of those, fancy watch batteries. We'll have to see. I hate my camera's autofocus, but this tab right here says Club Nintendo Platinum member 2009 with two little Game & Watch faces. That's pretty cool. Oh, the moment of truth, guys. Okay, so there's this thing in I think this is a little fold-out stand that you can have. Yeah, I think there's a little stand you can fold to display your little Game & Watch thing. That's really neat. Oh, I wonder if I might use this. I might use this actually. And also in the box, we have an instruction manual, which is all in Japanese, but let's see. I'm sure, newer me will, take you through all of this stuff, but, I'm just gonna take a look at, let's see. Oh, man, this thing is big. Oh, yeah, so you could, fold out, make a little stand so you can put your Game & Watch on top of it. That's really neat, man, that's cool. Alright, enough talk, let's just talk about the actual thing itself. Alright, time for the star of the show. Oh! Oh man, look at that. Oh, it's so clean. Look at this. Oh man. Oh, I'm shaking right now. I wonder if the battery inside still works. After 9 years? I should probably replace that, but I want to see if it works. So here we go. The moment of truth in 3, 2, 1. Alright, it works. It's working. It's working. Oh man, look at this. It shows every single LCD element in this, and it works. So do I press a button? Oh, that's so cool. This brings back non-existent memories of the 1980s. Okay, I'll go play this in silence because, you know, talking to you about what this thing does is newer me's job. So, you know, newer me, go back to work. I'm just gonna play this thing in silence. Thanks.
Thanks, older me. So basically, as older me just showed you, this thing came with a little leaflet from Club Nintendo, basically just explaining what this is. This is basically, you know, a 30th anniversary replica. I can't read Japanese and stuff like that. And there's also this little instruction manual that just basically shows you everything you can do. Once again, I can't read Japanese, but I know all the functions because this thing is actually pretty simple. So here we go, look at this thing. This is beautiful. This is this Game & Watch Ball replica unit. So I really don't have the original model to compare this to because 1, they're expensive, 2, I don't know how to find them. But from all I know, this is actually a really accurate and faithful replica because, you know, see all these metal plates, everything's printed pretty beautifully. And yeah. Oops. You know, your controls are simple. You got your left and right buttons, and then you got a Game A, Game B, and Time button, which actually gives you this little time display mode, where on the upper right corner, it shows you the time, and it just shows a little short demo of Game & Watch juggling 2 balls. And you just, you know, display this on this little black stand over here, which is really neat. Look at this is beautiful. And over here, you got this little reset button, so if you poke it with like a toothpick or something, you can like reset all the high scores and the time and stuff like that. And on the back, it is obviously a little bit different, because, you know, there's the Club Nintendo logo on the back, the copyright dates are all different, and also, in the original models, there was supposed to be a little metal kickstand you can use to display it, but this one doesn't have that, so you're gonna have to use the little paper stand over here. And also on the top left corner, you got the battery compartment. You have to use a screwdriver to access it, and it's basically all the same little button type battery things that like last like 9 months. So you really don't have to worry about battery life at this point. Yeah, this thing you can, you know, just set it on the display and it'll remain the same for like quite a few months. I mean, you can't really turn it off, but then again, you don't turn electronic watches off, do you? And as for gameplay, so right now it is in the time display mode, so I can press Game A or Game B to choose which game I want to play. So let's go with Game A first. So it's basically, you know, if you've seen this game before, you probably know how to play it. You can just, you know, move his arms left and right, and you have to juggle the balls. And yeah, and all this little retro blip bloop glory. And the balls speed up after a while, but you know, it's just, this is actually a really easy game. I mean, considering it's the first game in the Game & Watch series, it's to be expected, but yeah. So I'm just gonna let one fall, crush, I'm defeated. And yeah, you can press time to go back to the display mode, and there we go. And also, if you hold it down, you can see your high score. So if I hold down on Game B, you can see I got a high score of 1,140 points, so that's really cool. So Game B is pretty much the same as Game A, except you have 3 balls this time, and every time you catch a ball, it counts as 10 points instead of 1 point. So it's a bit harder, but you get more points. So there's that. Oh, by the way, one thing that this model has that the original model doesn't is that if you press the time button, it mutes the sound. So basically, you can play this in public without all the blipping noises and stuff like that. And you can, you know, turn it back on with pressing it again. And that's basically the only thing that's different from the original model, aside from the physical kickstand thingy. There's also these black bars on the sides of the screen. This was actually needed in the original to hide some sort of circuitry that sticks out from the screen. And while this version does not need it, they also added in the black bars just for authenticity's sake. So that's really neat. And yeah, that's really it for the Game & Watch Ball replica. Because this is the first game in the lineup, it is actually really simple. If you're trying to get this just for a really rich gameplay experience, you're not gonna get that here. But considering that Ball is the first title to actually launch Nintendo into the success of the video game business, I think it holds a lot of historical value. And of course, this is a replica and it looks super amazing. It's basically the precursor to all of the mini classic consoles that Nintendo is doing nowadays. So yeah, I'm really glad they actually made this back in the day. And I just like it in general, it's really neat. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the Game & Watch Ball Club Nintendo replica, and I hope you catch you guys later for more toys or things of interest. See you guys next time, and MVBBY.